Alright, hey guys.
Trevor, you don't need to introduce yourself. Let's do the thing.
Today we're going to be showing you how to...
Okay, and then he comes over here and grabs the Raspberry Pi. Look at that.
Alright, this is a Raspberry Pi. This is basically a standard computer, except it doesn't have any keyboard or mouse, storage or RAM,
Or anything.
or basically anything. So what we're going to be doing today is turning it into a computer. It's like standard, nothing special. First off, you want to grab a keyboard. Just grab it. Alright. Second step. Plug in set TV. TV is plugged in. Okay, so this part of the work gets a little complicated. You want to come over here and find your power cord. With this power cord, it allows you to steal the Declaration of Independence. Just kidding. You get to turn on your Raspberry Pi. Boosh. But we don't want
to be some lights that come
there's
on
a light,
inside the
but we
Raspberry
don't
Pi.
want to do that yet. Now what we want. Alright, so next up, you want to take your SAN stick. First off, you need to download Noobs from your local computer. Well, it needs to be a computer that has an SD card, and then you're going to need an SD card adapter and you download Noobs. Alright, so then you take your SD card and you stick it in, you just put it in the hole. Just stick it in the hole. There
Unless
it
you
is.
have a less updated version of the Raspberry Pi.
Which will have a larger SD card port in which you put a large SD card, like that.
Instead of the micro SD.
Instead of the micro. Then, for extra optimal storage, you take your USB, if you need one, this is optional, and you plug in your USB into the port. Alright. Then you probably want one of these. What this is it is a SaberNet additional USB storage. So what you can do is you can plug this in and it gives you even more storage and USB capabilities. Alright. So then you're gonna this okay, where's the cord for this? Here it is. Alright, here's the cord. So that cord is for that and it plugs it into the computer because the Raspberry Pi cannot operate this on its power supply. It needs to have an extra storage. Alright. Next, you want your mouse. We have a wireless mouse and your keyboard. You're gonna grab those. Finally, you want a HDMI cord. You're gonna integrate HDMI cord, your Raspberry Pi, and all of this garbage over here. Alright, so here's that. Alright, good. Then you want to back up your TV because it's taking up too much space and it's fat. Then you're gonna sneeze.
You might want to edit this part out.
Alright, anyway, there's that. You take your mouse, and you're gonna plug that in to your SaberNet USB.
So he's plugging in a wireless USB,
Mouse.
which connects to the mouse.
Connects to the moose. Alright, and then we're gonna take this one and plug in our keyboard. Alright, then we're
that
gonna
USB connects to the keyboard.
Yes. We're gonna take this and bring it over here. Next up, we have our hookup for our extra USB ports, which we are going to plug in very, very soon. There it is. Alright, and then this one gets plugged into that. Alright, and then when it's working, you should see blue lights on. You should see blue lights on. Alright, then you're going to take your HDMI cord, wherever that went.
Right here.
Your HDMI cord, and you're going to plug your HDMI cord into your Raspberry Pi.
Right by the spot that it says HDMI.
Right there. Yes.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, I know, right? And then you plug this into your TV. Wherever your HDMI port may be. Might be on the back, might be here, on the side, might be directly smack dab in the middle of the screen. You don't know. We cannot judge people based on their USB port inputs. Then you're gonna take your Raspberry Pi cord, which is over
Wait,
here.
no, we plug the SD card in first.
The SD card is in. We already did that.
We did?
But first, you want to turn on your TV, which might be underneath your TV, might not. Once again, we don't judge people based on where their TV power buttons are.
Okay. You turn it on. Okay, you did.
All right, then we are going to
You're
plug
gonna
it
want to
in.
make sure it's on the right HDMI.
Yes, you will.
It'll be on either HDMI 1 or 2.
Then, boop, we're on HDMI 1. Oh, no, we're not. We're on the right HDMI, y'all. We got this. Then your computer should boot up like this. You already have something installed, so we're going to press shift. We're going to press shift. All right, so it should bring up a menu like this. All right? It should bring up a menu like this. What you're going to want to do if you're new to this is turn on your mouse. All right, and then after you get your mouse turned on, if you're brand new to this, you're going to want to install Raspbian, which is your basic recommended installed Raspberry running system. Then you're going to click install, and then you're going to click yes. All right, while that's loading, what you can do is you can come over to your local computer bank.
Yeah, it's right there, Trevor. You're talking to Ethernet?
And then you're going to want to take your Ethernet cord from your local computer bank.
Yeah, Trevor, I just unplugged it. I'm not sure.
And Zach being a churd and unplugged it and hit it.
Well, yeah, because we had to do this little
Anyway.
setup thing. So, here, I'll show you what an Ethernet thing looks like. Okay, we're done.
So basically, your Ethernet will plug into this port on the very end.
Yeah, and that's connects to
And all the Wi-Fi in the
yeah.
world.
The school's Wi-Fi.
Actually, Ethernet's connected all over the world.
Okay.
Anyway, this is going to take a
it
really
won't
long
use
time.
the entire world.
This is going to take a really long time. We're going to make an epic jump until we get
All right, we are out of light speed. Oh, Trevor got lost in the time stream apparently. Oh wait, there he is. Oh my
Hello,
God.
guys. I
Look
am
at
back
that.
after waiting for millennia because I was lost.
Okay,
in
Trevor.
time.
Yeah, very
Anyway.
interesting.
Now that I'm back and haven't aged at all, we are going to show you what you can do now that your Raspberry Pi is booted up. So now that your Raspberry Pi is booted up, there should have been a button that says OS, and then you should click OK, and then boots a lot of code, and then it goes here. But someone clicked the OK for us. Not certain who it is, probably the teacher. Actually, we do know who it is. It was Mr. X. Anyway, so that brings you here. And from here, you can like change your desktop, and then
It comes pre-installed with the web browser.
here's your desktop.
Right. This is command links, right?
Yes. Here's your
right there.
here's your command prompt. You can type in stuff like sudo. Let's see.
But you have to be like a super genius to do that.
pin.jpg. Then you hit okay. Never mind.
Command not found. Yep.
Well,
Not
there
a
is
super
stuff you can
genius.
do. There is stuff you can do. Oh, anyway,
Good.
that's your command prompt. Up here,
There's a lot
no,
of
I
books
haven't
and
figured it out
stuff on
yet.
the
This is
on the
Wolfram.
web that you can look
Up here, don't know what that is either. It's just something that's on your computer. It's called Mathematica. It's loading, takes a really long time. Up over here, that is your web browser.
Oh, there's Mathematica.
Yeah, that's
Have we ever gone into this?
No.
We haven't.
So here's your web browser. You can do a lot in here. You can do that.
So, because, wait, never mind. Yeah, so it should be going the same speed as a normal computer, except it has less processing. Or
It has the
less
processing
RAM.
power of an iPhone.
Yeah. But the internet won't slow it down because
Well,
it's
and up here-
using the Ethernet, which
Up here in the
is
corner,
supposed
we
to
have
be-
this button that says click here to open applications bin. From here, you can go to programming, which has a lot of stuff that you can program in, including Wolfram. Very interesting. Then you can go to Office. This is basically your Microsoft Office, but on the Raspberry Pi. So that one would be, this one would be like Microsoft Excel. This one would be like Paint. This one would be like A lot of stuff. Alright, there's that. And then here are the games. It comes pre-installed with Minecraft Pi and a bunch of other games that might load soon, may not. Anyway, we're not going to mess around with that. And then accessories like your calculator, your PDF viewer, SD card copier, that kind of thing. Then you can go to your help and then just like look through stuff if you're not sure what to do next. Here's some stuff you can screw around with, like Raspberry Pi configuration, that thing. And then run. What run does is it lets you execute a command. This is very important if you ever want to modify your Raspberry Pi. You could also do it from your command prompt if you really wanted to, which is what I did, because I know that better. And then once you're done with your Raspberry Pi, what you click is shut down. If you want to reboot it, you do that. If you want to log out, you do that. I would not recommend logging out like I just did. Which, what happened? Anyway, we logged out, but there's also, but you can also log in. What's
have
the
a password?
password?
Sebastian, what do you put for the password?
I didn't put any password on there.
Well, just shut it down.
Wait, well, make the password probably like.
Yes. Nope. All right. Well, anyway,
Well,
you can
if
shut
it
it
happens,
down.
you're screwed. Just shut it off. Turn it
Yeah.
back on.
Shut it off.
Number one thing to remember is do not pull the SD card out of the Raspberry Pi while it's still running. That'll screw things up.
Yeah, you will never be able to use your Raspberry Pi again if you do that. You'll be
You
out
won't
like
be
me.
able to use that SD card.
Yeah. You have to completely reformat it and everything. So anyway,
And don't unplug the Pi
That's-
while it's running.
that's the tutorial. We hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe.